I know you can probably hear a little bit of wind, and I'm sorry about that. As I shared, there's some flies around. As I shared, there are mufflers and things I can get in the future for my phone, and I will do that in the future, getting there. But only because I'm a bit worried about um, that you can hear a train over there. Over there. I'm just going to show. Oh yeah, sorry. I know you can hear some wind. So I'm just going to do a quick video today, just to show you the beautiful, beautiful Avon River. It's been a while since I've shown it to you. Partially to do with the wind issues, and I know how awful. Because sometimes I listen to the lives. sometimes I just listen to check how they come across, and I notice that they glitch. You can hear the wind, rah, so I think, oh my lordy, very low quality. Anyway, the point of the story is, it got easy just to do it at home, and and also with these two dogs, I'm going to turn around so you can see them proper. So I'm going to turn it around in a minute, so you can actually just see them, and not because I can't. Though you can see Xena there, and Albany there. So basically, yeah, the wind slowed down too. The river walks, and what you can see from this beautiful Avon River, I personally believe, is a big, big, big asset service to you all. Because I know not all of you get to see such beautiful scenery as this. Oh yeah, but I ended up stopped doing it for a while because with Alvin and Xena, Alvin, he's losing track of time, but he's going on 5.5, and Xena's 3 and a bit. And sometimes I have to really do a lot with their training. If there's other dogs around, or if there's kangaroos around, or if there's ducks around, or if there's people sometimes there's people running. I like to choose really isolated places for the walks, but I find that this is one of the areas closest to where I live, and I just love it, and it's accessible. Some of the other places I go take a while to get to. There's little Xena. I'll turn around. I'm just going to turn around so I can see what you can see. There's little Xena. I'll try to block the wind out. Darling little Xena, rolling. I had a few people share with me that they love the video footage of the animals, and no wonder. And the other thing is the river, Xena and Alvany up there. What Alvin's doing right now is he's waiting for Xena to run to him. All right, and when she starts running, he's like thinking, for some reason he's thinking if he's still, she can't see him. She'll eventually run. Maybe not, because we're at the tail end of a walk, so maybe she's too tired. Xena, go to Albany. Xena, go to Alvin. Now, what you'll see is when she starts walking towards him, right, or running towards him, he'll chase her like it's quite cute. And sometimes he goes down, like hides in the grass and stuff. There's little darling Xena. She's been swimming. It's just the most beautiful, beautiful time of year for the Avon Valley, everybody. Don't know where you guys are all at, but this is, see how he's going down on his haunches, right? That's what he does in the grass sometimes. It's like he's going to predator mode. He's waiting. See how he's hunched down his face? And then what he'll do, if Xena runs to him, which looks like she's not, but if she did, he'll just pelt at her. But what's really funny is she often walks towards him, right? And he all of a sudden starts jumping at her. thinking that she doesn't see him, but she knows he's there because she's super clever. And then she runs, and he's like, oh, it's quite cute. I'll just turn around for a minute. Yeah, because it doesn't look like she's going to. She looks pretty tired to me. It's the end of a long day. My partner and I've been down to Perth and back, long drive, and yeah, we had a fair bit to do, and then I come back, and it's a responsibility to walk the dogs no matter how tired I am. To tell you the truth, initially I was like, oh, I've got so much to do, I'm really hungry, I'm this, I'm that, rah rah, and then I went, no, just do the walk. The dogs need the run. You know, they've been home alone all day, rah rah. And then of course I get down here, and then all of a sudden I get replenished, refreshed. And this is what I think's amazing about. I think I will be really honest. Sometimes having dogs really, you go, oh, there's so much responsibility. Their daily walks, and these dogs need a big long run. And sometimes you think, well, it's so much responsibility it takes into my creative time or my individual choice of activity time. I tell you what it does, it makes me get to the river. Like, I would be coming here probably half the time or a third of the time that I do if it wasn't for them. Now, I know people in Northam who have never come to this river. They've never walked it. Some people have lived here for 20, 30, 50 years and they reckon they've never walked the river. And I'm like, what? Are you aware of how beautiful it is? Are you aware of how much it changes? And there's people that just think, oh no, you can't go down there. It's too polluted. You can't swim in the water. You can't do this. You can't. I say, yes, you can. The river's, there's so many people who do not know about this river, who live in this town. They miss out on this. And this is just one part. There's literally every part of this river, doesn't matter where you go, it's different. It's got a different energy. Anyways, point of the story is that's one blessing of having the animals. There's the wind, sorry. Now, point of this YouTube is just to quickly say hello, but also I wanted to show you the beautiful dogs and the river, because I haven't done that for a while. How's this for a majestic day? So I'm not sure where you're all at. Not sure what part of the world you're all in. I've had heaps of feedback that people love the river shots and love the dog shots. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Sorry. So basically, heaps of people love it. Woohoo! She's got healer, not healer, she's got not kelpie, what did they say? Yeah, healer. She's got healer. No, kelpie. They said she's got, no, healer, blue healer in her. A lady said that dog is just so blue healer. I was like, oh, well, okay, there you go. So, yes, that's why she comes running really fast. They're quite amazing. But yeah, this is my beautiful home, everyone. It's just next level bliss. It's true blue heaven here. I've been doing a lot of research, peoples, into my business, and I've been getting a lot of support with setting it up. So it's not far off, peoples. It's not far off from being a legit company. I've got all the, doing all the ticks of the boxes, and all the insurance and public liability and all of the accreditation that's required, and this and this and this and blah blah blah. This goes on and on and on. Well, it's starting to happen, people. It's starting to happen. So yeah, it won't be long before this is my not just this, but a couple of other business plans I have, and it's not far off from becoming what I've been talking about for a really long time. So gone from surviving to thriving, and partially would like to use the word serenity. There is a sense of peace and serenity when we get to a place of when we're living our purpose, and where one of the things I've come to realise, as many of you have come to realise, is when you survive your adversity, when you survive all the trials and traumas, and I'm not saying there's not going to be more, that's one of the sadnesses, there will be more. Guaranteed there'll be more trials and tribulations, because it's just part of life and living, right? And there was a long time ago where I really thought, oh, if I just get over this issue, that's it. For the rest of my life will be peaceful and productive and, just complete joy all the time. And then I've come to the very sobering reality that will never be the case. Stay near, please. Zena, Alvin, quick, come on, stay near. Come on. Yep, don't like them going too far. Thank you. Woohoo! Yeah, so basically what's happened is I've come to the sobering realisation that trials and tribulations are always part of life. Always. There's always going to be times of hardship and pain and tragedy. And in amongst all that, there is joy. Complete and utter joy. And that's very sobering reality, but it's the truth of life and living. And so upon accepting that, I've now come to realise that, the ups and downs is literally part of the cycles of living. And so, when I say survival to serenity, I'm not pretending that that there'll never be any more adversity in my life, or hardship or pain, or However, I'm always going to have serenity in all of that process, because as a Christian and as a child of God, fully protected by God and fully encompassing God's love, I can survive anything and everything in a way that in the past I never could. So that's exciting. So when I say survival to serenity, I'll be very honest. I do believe that's the truth. And only because I've surrendered to God. And in that, come on, and in that process, hello darlings, in that process, when I share this wonderful journey of what I've learnt, my lived experience and everything I've learnt through all my training, as well as all the future learnings I will be having, the program and the curriculum that's coming from all of this is just amazing. It's really exciting. I've shared it with my business coach, and they're just like blown away with my business concept, and so much support there. And shared it with another program that's there to support people to get off their feet and get started, and they believe it's also a very viable situation, and have given me some foundational steps, and it's really exciting, peoples. And when I share my vision with these people, it's quite amazing, because they hear it from a place of this program, this concept, next level. But let's bring it back to basics. That's what I've always needed, to have the coaching, the business coaching, and the support system of brainstorming. And so keep your dreams alive, peoples. I've had this dream since I was in my late 20s. I'm 55 now, and it's starting to happen. Okay, it's really starting to happen. Why? Because I haven't given up. Dedication, commitment, trust, faith, surrendering to the processes. It's very exciting. I let it go because I know the wind's picking up, and I'm actually getting a bit bitten by mozzies now. So you saw me do that with flies before. But what's actually happened is the temperature has just dropped, okay? Just dropped, like instantly. Whoa, now I'm a bit cold, right? And as soon as the temperature dropped, I started getting bitten by mozzies. That's the funny thing about up here. It's either really hot and you got flies, or gets a bit super in the afternoon. The mozzies come like that. Winters are freezing. The weather's so extreme up here. Yet, how is this for paradise? All right, God bless, darling ones. And the point of this YouTube is just to say, just touching base with you about the river, showing you this beautiful river again. This stunning Avon River, which has just been a big part of keeping me alive. This walking the river, with initially my one dog, Albany. I went to show him to, he nearly ran into me. Oh man, sorry. Oh lordy. That's them being rambunctious. It nearly ran into me. Ouch. I just stood on the rock. Hang on. Come on guys, I'm trying to get a photo of you. Yeah, that's them being rambunctious. And anyways, yeah, the dogs and the river. So initially it was little Albany, he was a pup. And it was very challenging, extraordinarily challenging when I had him as a pup. I don't know if any of you remember my story, but I literally had no money. I didn't have a vehicle. I didn't have a registered vehicle, couldn't afford petrol anyways. No, sorry, I had a... No, that's right. Yeah, I was in a 3-month grace and I just had it sitting there until I could afford the rego. And then I had the petrol issue money. Then I had glass issues. Then I had phone issues. Then I had food issues. Anyways, I was really impoverished. And the company, the community supported me by giving me dog food. They were bringing me food from Albany because I had no food for him or I. And I also had a cat. So there was the cat, the dog, and me. And then the community supported me and kept us alive with food. Yes, and it was a really cold winter too. And I had people donating wood. People donated wood so it didn't go cold. And then people helped me out with my rego. People helped me out left, right and centre with money, basically. They helped me out with getting the car back on the road. But the first thing they did was made sure Alvin, this little darling pup, when he was a pup, was fed. And of course they wanted to make sure I was fed. And then as time went by, darling little Zena Beaner came into our life. So then the 2 dogs, the cat and me. And then as time went on, my beautiful partner came into my life. And now we've got more cats. We've got a big family. It's exciting now, hey? But where did it come from? Where did it start? How did it happen? It literally came about, my darlings. It came about because of walking the dogs. Initially it was 1 dog, then it was 2 dogs on this beautiful river in different parts of the river. You've seen many, many different sites. Burloin, this is the 2J Riverside. And this is how I've survived, people's nature, walking, opening up, connecting. What did I do during that process? I connected to you all. I shared with you. I was raw as... Oh, and I survived. You look back on my original YouTubes and you see just how unalivened I desired to be, how difficult it was to actually stay here. And now I can honestly say I'm thriving. I'm in serenity. And it's thanks to you all for supporting my channel. And not just you, but the community that I live, obviously not you guys, more so the local community. That's why I open up to your community. Wherever you are, trust. Use discernment, of course. You will find, though, that there are people in your community who desire the connection as much as you need the connection. And then upon that transparency, rawness and truth, and then this network of support gets created. And it's a genuine, transparent, authentic, loving, kind, non-judgmental network. And then from that, my darlings, we all thrive. A network of roots in the ground. We need myofascial. The roots need to connect, okay? And then through that connection, we truly blossom, we truly thrive. So I'll leave you on that. And today is Saturday, the 25th of November, 2025. I may or may not get back to you on Monday. I would like to get back to you on Monday. We'll see how we go. I'm in the middle of renovating my new home, and it's a place that needs a lot of work, and it's physically exhausting. I'm just trying to get it livable. Finally got the kitchen to a point where we can cook in it. It's so exciting. Woo! Finally starting to get my office organised. Yay! Finally starting to unpack my boxes. Yay! And that's why this business is starting to get more real, because I'm about to start studying again, build up my new accreditations, get the computer set up, this and that, rah, rah, rah. It's all very exciting. But remember, everyone, all I had for a long time was this river and my phone, which, by the way, Telstra helped me out with. When I went to them, when I had no phone, Someone lent me petrol money to go down to the local town, which is Midland from Northern. And I went down there for the purpose of creating a phone under hardship because I had no phone. So no way of communicating. I had no internet, no phone, very food only because people were helping me out. I had no money for 4 months, struggling like crazy. Point of the story is, darlings, I got a lot of support. So this particular phone I'm using right now, the Telstra actually supported me getting this phone under hardship program. And I told them I wanted to create a YouTube channel and how much I needed. Alvin, I've got to get off. Alvin! Okay, there's a car. Look at this. Actually, I'll show you. They're okay about it because I don't know if you can see that. Come on guys, come on. Because they're like rednecking. I don't know if you can see. They're actually, I'm doing great. Woohoo! Come on, Alan. Come on, Alan. Quick. They're actually doing they're young, a car full of 6 young Northern Whites. In the old days, I didn't like it, seeing and I realised, man, they're young kids. They're in a small country town. Here, I'll show you what they're doing. It's pretty cool if you think about it. It's just a bloody ute, man. Look at it, they're killing their car, mind you. These are just old tracks, man. It's not a road. It's quite incredible, isn't it? But in the old days, I didn't like it. I thought, oh, it's very environmentally uncool. And now I just think, nah, come on, they need to have some fun, man. They're not doing any damage. I've become a lot less judgmental, a lot more open-minded, okay? It's really awesome. I really hope this... Come on. I don't think that came onto the YouTube channel for no reason. You know, it's about honouring and trusting. If we're not actually hurting another, we're all different, right? We're all different. We're all unique. And if we're not actually disrespecting, disregarding, abusing, hurting another, then come on. And overall, they're not destroying the land too much, right? So I'm not going to judge them anymore. Now I'm just like, cool, you know? I respect you, you respect me. They weren't upset that my dog almost jumped on their car. Goes 2 ways, right? So let's just leave it at that for the moment. I could go on and on. I just want to share with you all community, network, open up trust, use your discernment. Some people just want to get to know you and get to know everything about you too quick, too soon, to then, sometimes they use it against you. So be careful. Not everyone is trustworthy. Do your discernment issues. If you have any qualms about how to discern whether someone's trustworthy or not, you can send me an email. There's lots of books out there. There's lots of programs out there to help learn about who the narcissists are. Narcissism is genuine. It's real. People will take advantage of your vulnerability. In fact, narcissists will look for someone who they think is really open and got lots of light and love. And we'll go into that another time, because that's something that I've been learning in the last 5 or something years a lot about that dark side of people. And unfortunately, that comes from people who are insecure with their own identity. They don't actually know who they are themselves. So they need to draw and take from others. And then if they feel that someone's all of a sudden not giving them what they need, or they can become extremely nasty. There's a lot of information on narcissism, as you all know. It's a legit epidemic in our society, partially to do because of our social media issues. One of the reasons why I was really unsure about whether I wanted a YouTube channel. But then I thought, mine's one of the most out there, transparent, raw channels you can ever get. So I'm not trying to pretend I look good at all. You know, I'm not putting on a facade of being a certain way to try to get approval. No. I just really, really would appreciate and love if we can all feel self-love, self-worth, self-dignity, and, you know, be of service to the world and be kind in an assertive manner, like knowing our boundaries and you know, just being really part of making this world an amazing place. God bless. All right, probably see you Monday. All right, lots of love. I have seen the messages. Sorry, I can't read them properly because I've got the sun in my eyes. All right, God bless. Keep well.